This junkyard's on fire. Lancaster, California. Is Biden a clone? Double. What's up with his watch? Is J.D. Vance a couch fucker? Oh, wow. Will a hurricane hit the United States in about 9 days? If one of the hottest women on all of planet Earth had a crush on me right now, who would it be? Well, we may never find out because World War III could break out any second. Because yesterday, China and Russia, for the first time ever, ran joint bomber drills just off the coast of Alaska. They'd never done that before, together in unison. So yeah, buckle up, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Doom's so bad, boobs are back. And it is really bad fire season, I guess. This is Chico, but the one that got hit hardest was Jasper in Alberta, Canada. I've heard the town has basically been destroyed. Well, everybody put your game faces on for the rest of the year, because I have a feeling it's just going to get crazier. Hot off the presses, supposedly they just arrested the son of El Chapo in El Paso, and they say he was the head of the one of the Mexican drug cartels. Supposedly, we had the biggest solar flare of solar cycle 25, but it's on the backside, X14. So that's super duper exciting, right? There was a controversy because apparently 47% of Democrats think Trump faked the shooting, but then 51% of Democrats think 51% of Republicans think Joe Biden had Trump shot, and then 47% of Democrats think Trump faked it. My dumb ass stuck in the middle with you as your planetary defense commander. Crazy days indeed, my friends. Here's some footage of the intercept that happened. I mean, it's not the greatest footage, but what did you expect? So, like, Trump got shot, Joe Biden dropped out, Kamala's in, JD got picked, Trump threw a rally or two, Kamala showed up in Houston to check in on the hurricane barrel damage. And like I said, Jasper's pretty much apparently burned to the ground, reminding a lot of people of what happened to Paradise, California in 2018. And, we all need a little extra to help us get by in these trying times. Some like to talk about Trump. Some like to talk about Biden. I like thinking about Blackpink. And then every once in a while saying, Blackpink is in your area. And there are days where the internet decides which topics everybody should argue about passionately. In the last few days, it's been about, are childless adults 3/5 people? Which has been weird because, never been married. I don't have any kids. I've just been your fucking planetary defense commander for 12 fucking years, doing what I can to help avoid World War III, prevent the collapse of civilization, and hopefully get us to world peace someday. Anyway, what's it talking about? And you know what? At no point in time has Earth ever had more beautiful single women than it does now. But A, are they funny? B, can they play defense? And C, are they loyal? Anywho, like I said, we were watching for hurricane possibly coming towards, the Atlantic coast in about 9 to 10 days. Maybe it'll happen. Maybe there'll be so much dust that it won't. One thing I've done is show the 384 GFS, which is like 16 days out, and then people always get upset. And then when other people do it, people get upset. Like, you should never show anything outside of 5 days. And I like to say, hey, 384 GFS ain't never killed nobody. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, but yeah, but technically this sign does not come from the GFS. The GFS does not show anything. This time it's the Euro. And like I said, with hurricanes, always check multiple sources. I always bring you guys Dada Boo, the content weather guy, Mike's weather page, and as many as I can. I think I've done an excellent job. And technically I gave a, 20-day warning on Hurricane Beryl. And in the video I made on day 6, I basically showed it hitting Houston, saying this is going to be a worst case scenario, saying it would be category 1, and then saying like, hey man, I wouldn't want to be there 5 to 7 days without my power. But that is one thing about having like house ownership or a lot of expensive possessions, is that times people will ride out the storm or ride out the 5 to 7 days without power just so they can watch and protect their stuff. Anywho. But another reason that I'm still single is that, holy smokes, I love freedom and my freedom. And technically, if you enter into a relationship, whether it be girlfriend, boyfriend, marriage, you're giving up some of your freedom. I mean, you're getting a lot in return, but you're not as free as you used to be. Super crazy days ahead. And I absolutely highly recommend Trump and everybody on his team play maximum fucking defense. And Kamala Harris and everyone on her team play maximum defense. Crazy days ahead, y'all. And I do not blame Trump at all for getting shot. But, dude, Taylor Swift wouldn't have picked a venue standing out in the middle of a field with a bunch of towers and buildings where everyone who comes in can't be vetted to make sure they don't have a gun. Also, I put out multiple warnings about the Mars, Uranus, Demon Star, Algol warning and tied it back to the last time I put out a warning like that. And the Travis Scott concert that killed like 12 people in Houston happened. It was like, definitely watch out if you're throwing some type of like concert or rally, play maximum defense. Anywho, definitely play, everybody play maximum defense from now through the end of the year. But be sure to, have some fun and do some dancing. What a wild and crazy July. Just let it roll, baby, roll. What is it? The Doors, Jim Morrison said, I woke up this morning and I got myself a beer. The future's uncertain and the end is always near. I didn't have beer today, though, yet. Probably will. This is the Park Fire. And they're saying that one of the fires has tornadic elements. Might be this one. I don't like tornadoes. I definitely don't like fire tornadoes, And since it's minute 10 and nobody listens this far into my video, asterisk. Elon did a weird thing where he went on he had a Jordan Peterson interview, and he was talking about his oldest child, who's now like 19, who was originally named Xavier and a boy. And then, like, I don't know, and then at some point, Xavier transitioned into Vivian. And so Elon says that's when he decided he was going to destroy the, what is it? Liberal mind virus. And it was government's fault. And I'm like, well, you know, back in 2018, you were dating Grimes, one of the most androgynous human beings ever. And I don't know, man, everything's weird. I just hope one day him and his child get along again, because Elon said that his son was dead. And nobody ever wants to be disowned by their parent. Just a weird moment. And why did he go on the Jordan Peterson show? He's always doing interviews, and it's like, sometimes you can oversaturate media. You know what I'm saying, man? Anyway, and you definitely should take a vacation with all your kids you do like. You know? Sometimes if you work all day, every day, it's hard to focus and concentrate. So I think a vacation probably do you well, you know? But I'd like to reiterate again, I don't hate anyone. I don't wish anyone ill. I hope we can all somehow, someday, find a point of equilibrium, common ground. And Selena Gomez and Benny seem really happy. That's cool. Asteroid Fight Club hat. I wouldn't be surprised if Selena's boyfriend, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, and Olivia Rodrigo's boyfriend pop the question over the next month or two. Definitely before holiday season, you know. And like after Trump got shot, I was gonna go to the casino and see Seinfeld, but I didn't go because Trump got shot like right before I was about to leave. And then I watched the news. And then like I spent almost, the rest of that week in a fetal position praying for his health and well-being. And then Biden stepped down, and then nobody knew where he was. And like a lot of the engagement farmers on X, Twitter were like, Biden's dead for like 6 hours. So at like midnight, I was like, all right, if we don't hear anything, last thing I ever want to do is lose a president on my Planetary Defense Commander watch. So I'm going to go to the Irish bar and drink Irish, as much Irish whiskey as I can. And so I did, and there was saying prayer for both Trump and Biden, praying for better days for all of us. I drew this. I hadn't drawn in a while, so it's pretty sketchy. It's 3 shamrocks and a Celtic cross. But remember, if you want to support Trump and J.D. Vance and vote for them, that is absolutely your American right to do so. And if you want to vote for and support Kamala Harris and whoever she picks as her VP, that is absolutely your right to do so. And if you don't want to vote or support, that's your right also. And thank you to the USA military, all the police, the first responders, and everybody who's helping us keep it together, stay cool, and not letting everything absolutely fall apart. Oh yeah, and then there was the moment where after Trump got shot, Elon was like, yeah, I'm pledging $45 million a month to Donald Trump. And then he changed his mind. He's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. And then he said I didn't say I was going to do it, but he tweeted about it, man. Anywho. And then like I said, Kamala showed up in Houston and was like, I'm here to assess, the hurricane barrel damage, see what more we can do. And I just remind you, and I know it's pissed some people off, Elon never even gave 2 shits about the lead up to the hurricane and then after it happened. Alex Jones literally ran emergency, like they're shutting down my thing every day leading up to the hurricane pretty much, and never talked about it even after. That like, I don't know, man. Anywho, since we're now almost 15 minutes in, I gotta say, I thought Trump should have picked Mark Rubio as his VP. A, he's part Cuban, and B, he's really strong on defense. And He seems to get shit done. Hey, he picked the couch guy. Although I don't think the guy had sex with the couch. And so now it's like, who will Kamala pick? Will it be Bootleg, who's extremely well spoken? Will it be Shapiro? Will it be the astronaut? I don't know. But we are definitely living in some of the most fascinating times in modern history. So do your best to stay sane. And like I said, have fun and treat the people around you well. If you are in a bad mood at times, try not to take it out on other people. All right? This is a fire evacuation. This is an hour ago. The Gwen fire, the city of Julieta. And then like a bunch of the, so like now the Silicon Valley guys are fighting, you know? Or like, because like it'll be just like 2020 or 2016 where everybody hates everybody along their political beliefs, which is the dumbest shit ever. Everybody's allowed to, it's left brain, right brain, man. That's why most of the time the elections are pretty close within a few million votes, which is pretty close when you have 300 million people. And I want to remind you again, more people didn't vote last time or the time before than the people that voted. Anywho. But yeah, like, so Democrats were totally okay with Biden stepping down and Kamala picking it up, but then Republicans were like, that's not fair. And they voted for the delegates, and the delegates get to choose who they give their votes to. So technically, I think it is fair. And so like 10 days ago, the advice I give to Republicans is like, I wouldn't push all the conspiracy stuff right now, and I would be your coolest version of you. Well, it doesn't seem like they're taking that advice. But I just think right now, the strange people who are undecided or could go one way or another, technically to win the election, you're supposed to be going after them. And that I don't think the not being cool or the like conspiracy stuff really helps, you know. And on the 13th, I thought Trump was sure to win, and then his bump from this moment, the Republican National Convention, the like bump in the polls didn't really last that long. And yeah, it does seem like Secret Service totally failed him in a lot of ways. But how come there's no blood on the sleeve? And if you look at everything, like the fact that this flag is like right above, I don't know. The flag is the only thing that makes me go like, what? Anywho, we'll probably know. I mean, but right now it seems like, my opinion, Kamala's coming out of the gate pretty strong. And the weird thing is that I gave both sides kind of like the advice a year or two ago to like take your foot off the political gas pedal for like a year and a half. Definitely let everybody try and enjoy and live their life. And then, about 3 months before the election, then go at it hard. And Elon and the Republicans did not do that at all. Instead, they, he bought Twitter, and then it's like engagement farming, all about politics every single day. And so in a weird roundabout way, it seemed like, it allowed the Republicans to attack Biden the entire time, saying you're too old, you have Jeffrey Epstein ties. And so now that he's gone, still a ton of them are focused on Biden, and he ain't even running. So no matter if his watch ain't working. It don't matter if that was live or not, or double. Like it's Trump versus Kamala, man. And then was a year ago, since then, like the top guys like Tucker and Cat Turd and Cernovich, Postvic, like all the guys, even the lower tier guys, were all going after Taylor Swift. Just like she didn't really do anything. She wasn't even getting into politics at all. And they just kept engagement farming her, just tons of shit. I was like, yo, you don't want to fight her, man. No, it's a bad idea. Nobody took that. They're all getting that engagement money. Like, man, Elon's paying people well right now. Although I don't have the pro Twitter or whatever. Anywho, so now that I'm just saying, Taylor's probably going to bring her A game to help Kamala get elected. Taylor's very influential. Like I saw some guys, who was it on? Was it Fox or Tucker? Where they were saying that the media totally lies to you about how popular she is. And that she's not popular at all. Like, dude, she's been selling like 100,000 people's stadiums for like 2 years straight. Like, I've been trying to get tickets. I couldn't get tickets last time she was in the USA. Now she's coming to Louisiana and Florida. If I want to go see her in Louisiana, like the lowest ticket I can get is $3,000 in a 100,000 people stadium, man. She's popular. She's influential. And like I was saying about Trump, I think he called Elon and Kim.com, was like, who should I pick as my VP? And they're like, get the whitest dude you can, Captain Whitebread. And so he went with a couch fucker. He probably didn't fuck a couch, man. I mean, that, I don't, you know, it's funny enough, if you put it on Twitter, Elon's like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. You can't look at all the funny memes. Just when you thought it couldn't get any more strange. Fire tornado. Well, no, I'm pretty sure it can get stranger, man. And I asked my mom, my stepdad, two hardcore Republicans, who did you guys want Trump to pick? And they were both like Nikki Haley. So yeah, J.D. Vance was just a really bad choice, man. And like I said, holding that, I'm not blaming him for getting shot, but holding it in the field is a really bad idea. You definitely want it to be indoors where you can vet everybody that walks in. Taylor Swift style. You know, when I walked around the stadium trying to see if I could buy last minute tickets, they had much security out there that she pays for. And they had like the most futuristic machine guns I've ever seen in my life. Remember Trump's rich billionaire? If it were me, I would definitely have had, Secret Service, and I'd had my own private security. You know me, I'm like defense, man. Anywho, I hope everybody stays okay, and I hope we make it through, but a bunch of crazy shit's going to happen, you know it. And, Trump keeps saying he's going to end the war in Ukraine and Russia, and he's going to end the war with Hamas and Israel. And I've said, if it happens, I'll vote for him. But if he doesn't, I'm going to listen and give Kamala a chance. But I got to tell you now, as a Gen Xer who's been so tired of the baby boomers, no disrespect, I'm just saying, them running everything. I'm excited at the idea of just voting for a Gen Xer. And Nikki Haley was the one that said the first one who drops their old codger is going to win the election. The baby boomer. No disrespect. But man, Gen X that's Saturn and then that's the moon. Anywho, are you still here? Oh, and the people who don't like me and hack my shit and try to prevent me from making super cool edited videos, they've been very aggressive this month and last month. Russian warship set to dock in Havana, July 27th to the 30th. So yeah, do what you can, man. Pray for peace. Pray for better days. And, I'm super happy I still have a YouTube channel. Although I feel like I've been shadow banned. You don't hear me complain about it a ton. Compared to people on Twitter who have like 1 million followers, like I'm shadow banned. Anyway, I was talking about, I'm just glad to have a channel that if anybody wants to come listen to my opinion, because everybody's got opinions, I appreciate you listening. And I appreciate you being with me for all 12 or 13 years at THORnews. And where was this? This was in the Philippines. And where a bunch of bargee shit happened. And everybody, like, because of the rising rivers. And, whoa, Lord. Anyway, I wish you peace and love. What day is today? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday. Hope you have a super weekend. And that is Kamala Harris and her grandmother. And there's a new movie out. It's called Wolverine and Deadpool. I'm going to see it this weekend. I hear it's pretty good. If you like that type of stuff. It's rated R. Which means it's for fucking adults. Dickweed. Hey, remember back in the day? Well, you guys would help take care of me through fundraisers. I super appreciate that, and I always will. And then I would do what I can to help take care of my 95-year-old neighbor, Rose. She passed on. God rest her soul. She was a very strong Christian. I don't know. I miss her. Anyway, the list of people I miss is long. And now all I got is cold pictures of Rose to keep me company. Though she just dropped a cover song of the Coldplay. Oh my God, her voice is so solo. Rose of Blackpink. Her voice is so angelic. Yeah, anyway, made these cold pictures of Rose and Jenny, and Jizzo, and Lalisa. Keep me warm. Yeah, and the weird, because tons of people gossip all the time now as part of the political farming engagement. And so Cat Turd went after Montel Williams, saying, like, everybody needs to know she's dating Montel Williams. And Montel was like, what the hell is wrong with that, dude? Wow, that's fine. And so I was like, man, Montel, who was in the Navy, and Cat Turd, who was in the Army, they should do a debate. Because, like, everybody podcasts, they podcast with people who already agree with them. And so when you got everybody on the left agreeing with everybody about everything, you got everything on the right agreeing with everybody about everything, it's like boring PR. I would like to see debates between people who don't agree. Just like back in the old days, when in like 2004, when you had Jon Stewart and Tucker Carlson would go on their shows and debate. Actually, Bill O'Reilly went on Jon Stewart's show, and they had a really great conversation. I highly recommend watching it. And the whole, Zuckerberg, Elon, Thiel, Sachs, Cuban. Let's all be cool, man. Can we do that? Can we avoid World War III? Can we get to better days together? And you can always tell when Elon's in a really bad mood, because then he's like, it's some type of doom shit. The world's going to end, or like, hey, AI is probably going to kill us all, or the dollar's going to totally die. But I want to remind everybody, he told you when he went on SNL to buy Dogecoin at 60 cents, 65 cents. It's now at like 12 cents, man. So I don't know. I don't know if I trust all of his financial advice that he gives publicly. Anyway, tech's been kind of crashing. I'll be all right. Pretty sure. Hanging in there. And I think my movie starts in like 3 hours. So hang in there, be a superhero, and wow, if you somehow, there's no, who's your favorite X-Men? If you made it 30 minutes in. All right, let's effing go. And yeah, I meant to put some pictures of Jenna Ortega in here, but I guess I didn't put any. All right, stay cool. God bless everyone. Talk to y'all soon.